part of the process is to help teach him where the boundaries are. And the reason that I don't want to give him a lot of feedback is because, let's be honest, in the wild they don't get a lot of feedback. And I know he's a cute little Cavachon who is exclusively the design of man, but his basic drives and instincts are intact. Domestication basically is living a life in cooperation. And for the most part, they can do that while still maintaining the fight drive, prey drive, all of the things, social drive. Good boy. Good boy. And what I want him to understand is in order for his life to be a little bit less complicated, good, leave it, very nice. Yeah. Again, nope, leave it. You can see the stress mount as my hand goes to approach this dog's head. His eyes are blinking, his lips are rigid, leave it. The lip licking, good. Nope. The appeasement seeking behaviors, the way his tail is wagging, good. Good, very nice. And I want it to be a pleasant experience for him. I don't want it to be fraught with suspicion and fear, which is partially of what his problem is. He had a huge amount of stranger danger, was not even remotely interested in allowing strangers to handle him, and we pretty much have him over that. The interesting thing is what we used in order to get him through that was the presence of other dogs. He had a tendency to forsake his fear of humans in the presence of dogs that he was compatible with. Good boy. Very nice, huh? Yeah, good pup. So that tells me a multiple of things. Now I know where this dog came from. Good pup. Okay. Okay. Come on. Good boy. And for the most part, yes, it could be considered a puppy mill. He probably was separated from his dam way too early, and he was probably allowed to commiserate with his good boy, with his litter mates for far too long, way past the point where they should have been separated. And he was institutionalized for a pretty substantial period of time before he was purchased by his owners. Hey, bud, cash. Good. Sit. Very nice. And as a result, he has some... Yes, that's your tail. I'm glad to see it make its appearance. Yeah. Good boy. Here. Come here. Good. Sit. All right. So instead of having this dog just overwrought with anxiety, what we're doing is basically slowing down and going back to where those social interactions were meaningful for him by putting him in a ratio of adults and adolescents at a rate of 2 to 1 so that he can learn from puppies that are age appropriate. He's approximately 17 or 18 weeks old now, and they're his age or maybe a week or two younger or maybe a week or two older, but socially they're pretty much at the same place emotionally, and with at least one adult dog who is a little bit forgiving of silly behavior, but at the same time isn't going to ignore them tacitly either. Good dog. Now, as I am fond of saying in virtually all of the videos that I create, and 100% of every owner I've ever worked with, dogs are going to be inclined to repeat the behavior that they were last rewarded for, A. And B, they're only thinking about what they're looking at. So if he's looking at me, the Pez dispenser on legs, good. He's not worried about anything else. We're forcing him to take a little bit more time to concentrate on what he wants and to achieve the behavior that acquires that reward. What's up, Buttercup? Good boy. Woo, 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 woo. Now that doesn't mean that he can't play. Good. Yeah, see that? That's right. Being close to me means no anxiety. Hey, good. Very nice. And see, all of a sudden he starts that fidgeting, his tail gets clutched really close to his body, it's fraught with anxiety. Good boy. And then we release. We want to make it as confrontation-free as possible. And when this dog goes home, he basically is going to go home with equipment similar to what he's wearing, so that way we can control the outcomes of the behavior. I'm only going to say this once, and only once, if he is not on a leash and collar with a responsible and contributing adult, he is in his crate. Because 3 weeks does not make a trained dog, and you're foolish to think that it does. So, maintaining the training that he's had going forward, following up with the Sunday socials, and making sure that we have enough interactions to keep him on the right track, there's absolutely no reason this puppy can't overcome the deficits that were created long before his owners got him. So, hey, good, good, good. In review, up here, here, good. Sit, very nice. In review, we don't yell at him to come to us, we coerce him. We move away and we provide enough of an attractant, or what they call an appetitive, good, reinforcer, good, in order to get him to remain relatively close to us. And then when he resists, I'm fixing the leash, I'm not yanking the leash, so that he finds that pressure and defaults to the original behavior that got him rewarded in the first place. Good boy.